Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday and welcome. I'm just making sure that looks like I'm live. All righty. Okay, so for those of you who do not know me, my name is Shara Prophet. I am a behavior modification specialist. I'm certified in clinical hypnotherapy, and I am the creator of the Be Magic Hypnosis Method. So today we're going to talk about the dangers of the New Age distraction teachings. And then we're going to also go into the ways in which you can actually use this teaching for yourself, but exactly when to do it, okay? So basically, before we get started, I just want to invite you all to check me out in the comments section. I'm going to actually leave my info here. One second. There we go. So if you want to connect with me, if you want to enter yourself into the monthly drawing to win a free group hypnosis session, as well as get 5 hours free of some hypnosis training, then I highly recommend that you click the Linktree link in the comments. And that will take you to all the places of how you can connect with me and get on the email list. That's the best thing to do, is to get on the email list. All right, so let's jump into this. If you feel so inclined, go ahead and share, invite people, tag people to come in, okay? So distraction. So if you have ever listened to any teachings of Abraham Hicks or anybody that really does a lot of manifestation teachings, you'll hear a lot about distract yourself, right? Distract yourself from the negative thoughts, distract yourself from the negative emotion, and try to shift yourself into more positive feelings and thoughts, right? Which I highly agree with. I absolutely agree with that. But there's one little piece of that I would absolutely ask that you take a look at first. This is the thing. We live in a time and a space right now, especially in New Age teachings and spirituality, where people are trying to avoid pain and avoid looking at real problems. So people think because on the surface, everything is going on fine and everything looks good, your money is good, and you're feeling good. But what happens to you at night when you go to bed? Are you sleeping well? Do you have to drink a lot? Are you eating a lot? Are you smoking or escaping a lot? Do you always have to be on a plane, right? Do you always have to be going somewhere? Do you shop a lot? Okay. So these are some indicators that there may be something hiding underneath the surface that we're not looking at. So there are times where you may start to feel those emotions, feel those thoughts come to surface, right? And then we try to hurry up and flip the script, shift our thinking into a more positive, higher vibrating field, okay? Now that works temporarily, but if underneath the surface there is something that needs to be looked at, something that needs to be healed, doesn't matter how many times you distract yourself from the thought, okay? Eventually, you're going to be brought back to that thought. Eventually, those feelings are going to come up. And it's like a pressure cooker. So if you just keep suppressing it and keep suppressing it and keep tightening the top of the pressure cooker, eventually it is going to pop, explode, and you're going to have a far worse situation than you would have if you just would have stopped and paid attention to what those emotions are trying to tell you. Our emotions help us create. You guys have to forgive me. The sinus and the allergy stuff. Something's going on in LA. Everybody has this little cough thing happening, and there's like no rhyme or reason for it. So whatever. Your emotions are there to help you manifest, okay? You can think about what you want to think about all day long, but ultimately you have got to put some water behind that desire, on top of that fire, on top of that desire, okay? So that water is what helps us solidify the actual manifestation. So this is an alchemical process, okay? Fire is the basis of the desire, then comes water, then comes air, then comes earth, okay? So if you work with elements, if you know anything about alchemy, then you understand the process of developing a solid material, okay, into a 3D form. So we have to be very aware of our emotions because they're very, very important, okay? So a lot of times you will see people manifest. In fact, I have the perfect example. I was watching the documentary about the bling ring, right? So out here, like in LA, like back in, that was like what, 2008, 2009, it was a group of teenagers and they robbed some houses. They robbed like Paris Hilton's house, Orlando Bloom's house. So one of the kids that was caught up in the bling ring, their parent was like big into manifestation, okay? However, she would gather the kids every day and they would have, you know, she would give them this affirmation that they would become really popular in the entertainment industry and they would, you know, have a secure job in the entertainment industry, and it worked, right? So they actually did end up being in a few shows. I think the family even had their own reality TV show on E at one point, but she never dealt with her issues, right? She never dealt with her inner issues. The mother did. And of course, the children didn't either. If the parent is not dealing actively with their issues and the parent is leading the pack, then the kids are not either. So what happens is the kids end up being strung out on drugs, and one of them decides to join in on this ring and go rob Orlando Bloom's house, and they get into all this trouble. So this is what I mean by the dangers of the distraction method when we are manifesting. So this distraction thing should be used. Yes, it should be used, but there is a time and a place for us to use it. Okay, it's not something that you're going to use, well, I just don't want to think about that because that makes me angry or it brings a lot of pain to me or makes me feel embarrassed, right? So I'm just not going to think about that thing. I'm going to distract myself and think about something more positive. But if you are not doing the healing work to deal with those emotions, to deal with the memory, okay, that's attached to those emotions that have caused some sort of deep-rooted traumatic programming for you, you can manifest whatever you want. However, you can best believe, and it's going to come true because anything you ask for, you get it, okay? But you can best believe that once you get that thing manifested, that's not going to stop the internal discord, the internal conflict that's still there. So we got a lot of people that are running around here, they got the bag, they're rich, they happy, they got this, they got that, they look good, right? But at night, can you sleep at night? Are you truly, truly happy? If all that stuff was taken away, if you lost your bag, if you lost your job, if your business flopped, if you went bankrupt, if you couldn't afford the designer clothes, if you got fat, gained weight, right, whatever, you lost your man, you lost your kids, would you still be able to find a modicum of happiness? Would you? Or would you fall apart? Okay. These are the things that we need to be aware of when we're trying to jump on the distraction bandwagon. Only think positive, only stay high vibrational. That's great as long as you continue to do the inner work, as long as you continue to look at the things that bother you at night, as long as you continue to take a look at the things that get you easily triggered. Well, ask yourself, why does that bother me so much? What's going on with that? Okay. And this is the time to do it. Right now, we're in Scorpio season. Scorpio season is all about digging into the shadow, digging into the depths. It's about death and rebirth. Okay. So you right now might be experiencing quite a bit of shakeup. And what I'm getting is those who aren't fully aware, fully tapped into how to heal themselves, they may be trying to escape the heaviness of this energy right now. And they're using that, and they're using this distraction method, okay, of even if you're not distracting yourself with substances, okay, or you're not distracting yourself with shopping or eating or drinking or whatever. You could be distracting yourself with another, trying to, replace the negative thought with a positive thought, okay? You could be distracting yourself by working out a lot. You might be distracting yourself by going to sleep, by turning on the TV, by gardening or doing something else. It doesn't have to be a destructive activity that you're distracting yourself with. But you need to make sure that your distraction, that you use the distraction method as a tool to reinforce what you're already working on in the healing process. Let me explain, okay? So let's just say you were abused when you were a child, okay? And you are actively working on doing the real healing work, not just the awareness part, but the real energetic cellular healing. That's very different. I'm going to do a whole nother live about the differences between intellectualizing and intellectualizing your feelings and the awareness that it happened versus real cellular healing. Okay, it's very, very different. Most people do the first part. They become aware of what's happening, and then that's it. Okay, then they just keep on living life. So let's say you're doing the active cellular healing, right? You're doing the active subconscious reconditioning, all right? But every now and again, a memory comes up, or you may get triggered by something that's happening in the real world. This is where the distraction method is something that you use in addition to the healing techniques that you already have in place, okay? So the distraction is helping you reprogram the old way in which you used to deal with that trigger, okay? That's how you use the distraction method. You use it as a strengthening tool to strengthen the muscle of the new behavior that has been already implanted cellularly in the subconscious mind through different energetic modalities, i.e. hypnosis is a very, very good one, okay? This is what we've got to do. So please, before you go out here trying to, I'm only focusing on the positive, no negative energy, no negative vibes, I'm only focusing on the positive. You need to understand first why those negative energies and negative vibrations keep finding you in the first place, because we are magnets. We attract what we need until we no longer need them again, okay? When you don't need the negative vibration, when you don't need the negative man, the negative woman, the negative activity, the negative environment, they will just disappear because you have healed and you no longer need that as a reflector to show you what needs to be adjusted, okay? Hope this has been helpful for somebody. If you guys enjoy these kinds of teachings, please let me know. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. If you're here on Facebook, go ahead and just throw a comment down below. You can say, yes, that resonates with me. You can give it a thumbs up. You can just do a little thumb emoji, like the video, okay? And if you want to continue with deeper teachings, I go into depth about this stuff in the hypnosis manifestation program. I have a manifestation program too. And the Be Magic Hypnosis Method, we go very, very deep into emotional intelligence, into reprogramming the subconscious mind, and the steps that you must take in order to do this stuff in the most effective way. So it's not taking you 6 years to heal something, okay? It can take you literally days or hours to do it, okay? But you're doing it in a way that is going to be permanent, in a way that is going to help you. All right, so that you're not skipping steps. A lot of people are skipping steps. They're skipping over the very, very important steps because they just want to hurry up and feel better. They want to hurry up and make the billions. They want to hurry up and get the man. They want to hurry up and I just don't want to feel like this anymore. Okay. Healing is more than being consciously aware of what happened to you. It is more than intellectualizing what, well, that happened because of this and because of that. Okay, healing is deeper than that, loves. All right, so I love you guys, and I was supposed to be here at 1 o'clock. I got caught up in hiking, and then I had a client call, and so here I am. So again, if you like the video, just leave some comments down below. If you have questions, leave the questions down below. If you feel that this was a very helpful video for you and that other people may enjoy it, feel free to share it, tag your friends, family, whatever, okay? And don't forget to click on the Linktree link. My website is gone. It's gone, baby, it's gone. And honestly, I believe I manifested it because I wasn't that happy with my website. So it is gone. It got hacked and they shut it down. But thankfully, I keep everything separate. I have separate websites for everything. And my website was just like a hub to keep everything in one place. And I have backup for everything. So if you need to book sessions, if you need to book a free consultation, if you want to check out the hypnosis method, if you want to buy the Be Magic Manifestation Manual workbook, you can go to that Linktree and everything is there. Everything. The Uncharted Territories podcast is in there. You know, you name it, whatever I got going on, you can find it in there. All right. So love y'all. Happy Mars Day. Yeah. Mars Day. Today is Tuesday. I woke up this morning, I think it was Wednesday. It is not. It's Tuesday. But anyways, y'all, thank you for your time and your attention today. And I will see you in the next one. I'm going to start doing more lives because I've been getting downloads like left and right, left and right, left and right, that it is time for me to do more lives and be more visible. Not something I enjoy doing all the time, but you know what? I got like 30 damn downloads for different things that need to be addressed. So you will be seeing a lot more of me. And I invite you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, guess what? You can find that in the link tree as well. All right. So until next time, I'll see y'all another time in the next video. Peace out. Bye.